welcome to Popcorn on the Macabre. This is Dick, and I'm sitting here with the Chode.
What's going on, everybody?
We're strapping in for our second movie of the night. So, I don't know if you guys have seen this movie before, but it's called Alone in the Dark. And it's not that piece of shit with fucking Christian Slater or Tara Reid.
I know I haven't seen this, so this is going to be completely new.
Yeah. And I hope you like it. I hope it's a treat. And
what year was it made?
This was made in 1982.
Okay.
And it was produced, put out by New Line Cinema. This was actually one of the, I think, the first movie that they actually kind of produced on their own. Uh-huh. And so, this was a couple of years before Freddy Krueger.
But this is their movie that got them to the next. This is their virgin movie.
Yeah, pretty much. And I suppose we can talk about it along the way.
Why don't you get this motherfucker started?
Well, on that note, let's see. If you guys have the Blu-ray, I think the only way you can get this movie is on DVD. But I have the Blu-ray, so. But if you have the DVD, it should still play the same. But let's see. I'm going to hit the play button. When I say now, you guys strap in because we're about to watch this shit. So, 3, 2, 1, now.
Rated R. Restricted.
Hell yeah. I feel like a lot of movies now aren't rated R anymore. And I was just thinking about that the other day, how like some of your most mainstream horror movies just aren't rated R anymore.
Yeah, they want to appeal to a lot of people. I think that's why a lot of them suck nowadays.
It's completely art by committee.
On cinema.
It's disgusting. So to sync you guys up with it, we're seeing New Line Cinema presents a Bob Shea production.
Anybody important in this movie?
There's a lot of important people in this movie. Yes. This is Martin Landau, and he's very important. He was in...
Dude, look at the red and green lighting.
I know.
Is this a Christmas movie?
This is
very Christmas vibe right here. It
could be. He's going through the snow. But this is a very stylish opening sequence here. This is Martin Landau, who people should recognize him from...
And he's like a classic actor, right? Theatrical actor.
He came from Hitchcock's North by Northwest, among other films. Mm-hmm. But he's a damn good actor. And he plays Preacher, a character named Preacher. Who's
the director? Did you already say?
Not yet, but this is directed by a guy named Jack Shoulder.
Did he go on to do anything else?
Yeah, he directed Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Oh, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
That's a really scary sequence at the beginning, and the bus ends up on doesn't the ground fall and the bus is on top?
Oh, yeah.
That's a pretty good sequence.
And there's some similarities, kind of. I'm not going to compare this to the Nightmare films or anything, but this movie starts out with a dream sequence.
Way to ruin it for me right here.
So, if you can't tell...
I didn't know. This dude could be in some crazy town.
You can't tell we're in a fucking dream here, man.
I don't know. I was just disturbed. I hate when they show fish in movies.
Yeah.
People shouldn't eat fish with heads.
Well, this movie is trying to disturb you. It's very
Is that
unsettling.
His real hair?
I don't know.
It seems.
I don't know that. Probably not.
Look at it right there, man. See how it's all all of a sudden flicking out.
It's probably his real hair.
He looks scary.
He does. He has a very very evil looking face. He played a lot of good villains.
Who's the guy sitting next to him? Anybody? Or just nobody?
Nobody that I know.
No classic.
I do know the guy in the back though is Donald Pleasance.
Oh wait, the cook was Pleasance?
Oh yeah.
What? Oh yeah, it is.
Dr. Loomis, man.
Shit, I thought it was the dude from Roger Rabbit.
And if you remember this shot right here, this was featured in A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. Do you remember the scene in Nightmare on Elm Street 3 where the chick's watching TV late at night before she gets thrown into the TV? She's watching that scene
Oh, really?
from Alone in the Dark. Yeah.
Oh, that's a pretty cool intro, man. That's pretty intense.
Yeah, this movie was creepy when I was a kid, and
I've smoked so much now that I'm to the anxiety level. That gave me a little anxiety.
it should. This movie should freak you the fuck out.
Who's the DP?
Who shot it? I don't know. I might have to look that one up.
Dude, yeah, I wonder because I like the lighting. I like the sequences. That was a really clever sequence at the beginning.
Well, that's probably one of the most memorable
Director of photography was
moments
that
of the movie. Did it say?
Yeah, I just didn't read it fast enough.
No, I was gonna say that dream sequence is probably the most memorable part of this movie. Yeah, associate producer Sarah Risher too. She'd go on to be queen shit of New Line Cinema.
I mean, Robert Shea was part of the writing in this one.
He came up with a story for sure, but he probably just like came up with a general concept and was like,
story.
"You guys write it for me."
Right.
He probably didn't write the actual script, but
that's what I like. I like trying to put a story together.
Yeah, like Bob Shea was an idea man.
In sequence, yeah.
He was a producer. He hired everything, hired everything out.
Written and directed by Jack.
Yeah, so you didn't see the name of the DP?
It was at the very beginning. It was really fast, man. And dude, do you know what THC does to the brain, right?
I know what it does to your brain.
It slows it down, plus when you have 4 beers.
Yeah. And look, we have Lynn Shay.
Dude, she's a cutie, man.
Yeah, Lynn Shay is hot in this movie.
Dude, even old Lynn Shay, I have like a little crush on.
Yeah, but this is definitely like 30 years before she was in There's Something About Mary.
Why'd you go there? Why'd you go there?
Well, she was pretty hot in that, right?
What? Do you remember seeing those boobs in that?
Oh, those weren't her real tits.
Still, it scarred my brain.
Yeah, let's see. The cinematography.
Whoa, she's eating paper.
Looks like the cinematography was done by a man named Joseph Mangina.
Mangina? What? Are you serious?
It's spelled Mangine.
Does he go by Old Greg?
So I would say his name is Joseph Mangine, maybe. But
no, dude. No, I'm rewriting his name as Old Greg.
It looks like.
Ask him if he knows where the funk's at.
It looks like this guy. Let's see. He shot.
Did he go on?
Well, he was the director of photography for a movie called Squirm.
Have you seen that one?
I've seen Squirm.
I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, he shot Mother's Day, the original Mother's Day.
I just watched that recently, didn't I? We were talking about that.
Yeah, you were telling me how it was Eli Roth's favorite film.
Oh, yeah.
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 So he shot Mother's Day. He shot Alligator. He was the DP for the movie Alligator. Have you seen that one?
Did we watch that over here?
Fuck you if you hadn't.
I think we watched Alligator over here.
Maybe. And here's Dr. Loomis.
Dude, I can't believe that's Dr. Loomis.
Oh, you better believe it, because he's a big part of this movie. And he plays this really kooky, hippified doctor.
And who's this dude right here?
The main guy, I can't remember his name.
Is he the corporate, or is he a bad guy or something in this?
No, he's actually viewed as the bad guy though. If you're seeing it through the eyes of the inmates, or not the inmates, the patients.
Okay.
Excuse me, I didn't mean to talk ill about the mentally ill. They're not inmates, they're patients.
But do they not refer to them as inmates though in the movie?
They act like inmates.
Yeah.
But no, they're patients. Because so this guy's hired on at this mental hospital.
Okay.
And Lynn Shay just kind of fucked with him. Did you notice that part?
Yeah, there was something going on while they were talking.
Yeah, she acted like she was a receptionist, but she was one of the patients.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of
I think
weird.
she played it off, dude. I was like, I mean, honestly, I was enamored by a young Lynn Shay.
Yeah.
I guess you could say I got a shaway.
Okay, sure.
A shawainer.
Sure.
I got a shawainer.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff like that in this movie, though. Like just little, I don't know, really weird moments that wouldn't be in horror movies today.
Did
It's
anybody?
almost like it just has a dark sense of humor.
Okay. Anybody on this movie go to work on Poltergeist?
No, not that I know of. Why?
When did this come out?
Dude, you compare.
I'm getting a Poltergeist vibe.
You compare Poltergeist to every movie we watch, or I think every movie we watch gives you Poltergeist vibes, and I'm wondering why that is.
I don't know. Is this a small town here that
It's
this
probably
is
a
happening?
big part of your childhood, wasn't it?
I don't know. Do you think maybe these people were influenced by any of that, or did this come before?
This was actually the same year. But no, if anything, I would say
Whoa.
this movie was directly influenced by Halloween.
Halloween. Okay.
Well, just because the whole the patients escaping the mental hospital.
That's the guy you were talking about, City Slicker.
Jack Palance, folks, from Shane. One of his best performances, I think, is from the movie Shane. One of my favorite westerns.
I wish your TV's dick would get out of his face so I could see his acting.
I know, man. I'm sorry. I gotta get a new TV. You keep talking shit about my TV, man.
Dude, the TV dick ruined that shot though.
The TV dick.
It darkened his face so much I couldn't see it.
The TV dick. Yes, I've mentioned this before, but I do have a spot on my TV that looks like a dick. I need to replace my TV.
Yeah, I've decided I'm gonna just continue to bust your balls.
Yeah, I need to get a 4K TV, man. We could be watching this movie in ultra high def.
I don't know about that. I like watching it. I would honestly like to watch the DVDs of these.
I have the DVD of this, and that's, like I said. Oh, and if you look that up, the DVD goes for like fucking, who knows now, probably like $200. This movie's been out of print for a long time. I think you can watch it on Amazon Prime, but as far as physical media goes, this movie is hard to find.
Well, see, I like watching it where it still has that old feeling, right? Because it just doesn't. It has, like, it's not the cleanest version that's streaming. Like, Tubi does that a lot.
Yeah,
and Shudder.
Does Tubi? Do they play like
certain movies? It's almost like it's just like a copy of their VHS or something, or how it was shown on TV.
It's not like Prime where they have to have like a high def version of the movie.
Yeah, most of the time. Sometimes there is, and then sometimes they're not. But man, when it's not, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Dude, Donald Platt. I don't know what I was going to call his name.
Just call him Dr. Loomis. That's his name. And I've seen
a lot younger, right?
Well, no, this was actually after Halloween. This was 4 years after Halloween.
Man, he seems so much older in Halloween.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. He always looks the same to me, bald.
He's not the same guy that played like the head elf in the movie Elf.
No, he was long gone by then.
Oh.
I don't know who that was, but now this guy, Erland Van Lith, do you recognize him?
No, I thought that was Ethan Souffle.
He does look like Ethan Suplee.
Or is that
the old Ethan Suplee?
Yeah, he's like crazy fit now.
Dude lost like 400 pounds now.
Oh, dude, look at that classic acting in the back.
Yeah, dude, Martin Landau is, I'm not going to say he's underrated, but it's sad that a lot of people, there's the bleeder. It's sad that a lot of younger people won't even know who character actors like Martin Landau are, because he is a classically trained actor, like you said.
All these people right here probably are, aren't they? You got 1, 2, right?
Yeah.
Loomis is, isn't he?
Yeah. Donald Pleasance, Jack Palance, Martin Landau. I mean,
it's that old acting.
Yeah. That's what's weird about this movie is that it is kind of a low budget slasher, but it has like A-list fucking actors in it. Mm-hmm. It's like that they were probably the whole budget.
That's what makes it cool too, though. Seeing all this.
Yeah. And like, look at this. Like, I don't even think people wouldn't linger on this shot nowadays. This movie probably has an average shot length of like 12 seconds.
Which one? This one right here, or just the whole sequence?
Well, just the whole movie probably has an average shot length of 12 seconds. Because, I mean, back in the day, they used to let actors act. And they would hold on a shot for as long as they needed to. And you didn't have these goddamn hotshot editors coming in saying that you had to
but
fucking
maybe
trim
some of the
this and
actors
cut
just.
that.
What if it's the problem with the actors now? They just suck and they don't know how to extend a scene naturally.
Yeah, that's probably
They're
true
not
too.
classically changed.
Yeah.
Changed?
Well,
Yes, it's happening.
I think
I'm probably going to have a flashback soon.
a psychedelic flashback.
Yeah. Dude, he so looks like a skull right now.
He did.
Like, there's not,
no,
like-
he does. He totally looks like Skeletor or some shit. Like
Yeah, his face is gonna be a skull soon.
Jack Palance looks skeletal. He does. He has like, if you look at like old movies with Jack Palance, his face looks real sunken in and just evil looking.
Where was City Slickers in this?
This is probably like 10 years after this.
Oh, so he was way older then.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Woo.
And this was probably there was what 7 years before Batman, before he'd go on to play Carl Grissom.
Mama's cute.
Oh yeah. Yep. And I bet you're getting Poltergeist vibes because this little girl over here.
Yeah. And what's he talking about? He's like talking about the doctor he called the doctor for something.
I'm not sure.
Why don't you give her a chance? She's a big girl. I
She's
guess he's talking about this girl.
I have no idea what's going on here, man.
Dude, man. You're supposed to be my...
Hey, I turned the subtitles on for you so that you would be able to keep up with
I
me.
thought you would immediately like just remember it.
I'm afraid my memory is not that good, but I know the general plot, but as far as dialogue in this movie, yeah, none of it's really memorable.
Dude, who do you think you could connect to from this movie?
Oh, wait a minute. I stand corrected. They're not patients. They are called Voyagers. Excuse me.
Everybody here is a Voyager?
That's according to Dr. Loomis. I don't know what the fuck that means, but
Is he about to smoke some...
yeah, he like starts smoking the peace pipe here. This is interesting. But going back to what were you saying? I cut you off.
Dude, I don't know. I'm high now. I've done forgot. I started watching the show to try to figure out what was going on because you failed me.
I know, and normally you cut me off, but I cut you off this time.
So I don't even remember, dude. I don't even know what I was talking. I'm high.
Well, yeah, so is Dr. Loomis. Dr. Loomis is high too, man.
He looks so much younger than he did in Halloween, though.
There are more close-ups of him in this movie. I feel like his hair was.
I feel like I've seen that dude.
I mean, he's always
something.
been bald, but like I feel like his hair was darker in Halloween.
Have we seen that guy in any movies?
Interesting.
Because I feel like I've seen him play like something.
Well, I was looking him up before, and I think I got sidetracked. The black guy's familiar too.
That's cool.
So the main character, yeah, Dwight Schultz.
Okay, so that's the main character, this tall dude?
Yeah, the guy with the glasses. He
Dang it.
he was in. Did you see him in Star Trek: First Contact?
Maybe, but I don't remember that crap.
Well, he's apparently been.
Pardon me, Star Trek fans.
Yeah.
I'm clearly a Star Wars person.
Yeah.
But that's dying now thanks to Disney.
Oh, Disney completely killed fucking Star Wars.
Dude's
Let us not go there.
Dr. Potter. Is his first name Harry?
He does look like Harry Potter.
I think I see a lightning bolt on his forehead.
He's been in a bunch. He's been in like over 200 things, but I'm trying to find
anything
something
that we know, anything cool that we know.
It looks like I'm trying to get like around this timeline, figure out what he was doing because it doesn't look like he's. I mean, he's worked on a lot, but it doesn't look like he's worked on anything substantial, or maybe anything that stands out to me and you anyway.
All right. I just feel like I've seen him maybe playing a scientist or something.
The only thing I see, like, I don't know, he was in fucking Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Okay, just admit he stays busy, but he's a nobody.
Yeah, like I don't see anything. It looks like he's done like a lot of TV and shit like that, but
He looks like he would have been in one of the Reanimator movies. He looks like he could have been a character.
He almost looks like Anthony Edwards, the guy who played Goose in Top Gun.
Oh, the ER guy?
Yeah, it kind of favors him a little bit.
I could see it.
But the black guy,
yeah,
he looks familiar too, and I think he was.
Now, is he in there, or is he like working for them? Does he work for the hospital?
Yeah, he's like an orderly.
Okay. And these are all patients right here?
He was actually born in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Whoa.
And
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's that's where I've seen him before. He was in the movie Witness with Harrison Ford. And he was also in Red Heat with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Is that woman anybody?
He's definitely been around. Not that I know of.
Okay.
I don't recognize her.
For a second, I guess my brain thought Shelley Duvall for a second. I don't know why.
She does look like...
It might be the little hands.
No, I think it's like the black hair and the red coat. Probably looks like Shelley Duvall from The Shining, maybe. But this is a very weird movie. Yeah.
Well, I'm sitting here reading this dialogue, and I'm like, what is going... Am I tripping? Because this doesn't compute.
He's trying to relate to these crazy people. And
that would be me with a bag on my head.
Yeah, you would definitely be in there. And Erlen Van Lith, the fat guy, do you remember him from The Running Man? He played one of the villains in The Running Man.
Oh, was he the bomb guy or the big dude that got...
Yeah, he was the
Was he
the
electric? What was his deal though? Was he electricity or?
It may have been because he had one of those video game names.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. See, there's like
But I didn't know if he was also that dude that was on that Salute Your Shorts show.
Oh no, not that fuck from the Willies.
Oh, is that dude in the Willies? Whoa!
Wait a minute.
From
Salute Your Shorts?
Yeah, shit lips or something like that.
That's the fucking fly kid from the Willies. Don't bring him into this.
I didn't even realize that.
Donkey lips or whatever?
Yeah, donkey lips. Yeah, I thought that's who that might be.
No, and I think this dude was like Erlen Van Lith. He died of a heart attack in the late 80s, so that would have been before that fucking fat guy from the Willies.
Dude, I like her style.
Yeah, I like this chick.
I like her style, dude. She showed up and was like, boom.
Yeah. There's a lot of characters in this movie.
What is that? Is that Valley Girl? Or is that like...
Yeah,
is she a Valley Girl?
She's kind of punk. Yeah.
Punk Valley?
She's a little punk. Because she, later on, they go to this fucking nightclub that's, got these punk rock groups there.
Okay.
They're playing...
And this is her friend here?
This is her sister, maybe?
Okay. This does have a Jason vibe.
Yeah, well, early 80s slasher. I miss the side ponytail. Remember that look?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they grew out of that.
She's rocking it, though.
How old is she supposed to be in here?
Probably, I don't know, mid-20s, early to mid-20s.
Oh. Because I know, like my daughter and her friends, they're like 10 and they do it. So it's like a younger
side
thing now.
Ponytail?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
But it's not like middle school thing.
Right. You don't see a lot of older chicks doing it anymore. Mm-hmm. Springwood, Ohio, for people who didn't catch that reference Freddy Krueger's hometown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We could go single. She's cute. I hope she doesn't die.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you, but
She dies, dude. I know.
no. I'm trying not to give you spoilers like I normally do.
Well, I know that, but I'm pretty sure I know. It would surprise me if she lives. I would pick her to be like one of those characters that have to die because of just her art. I expect her to die just because it's
The way she looks,
or how she acts, who she is. But
so,
I could
so
be
you think
surprised.
so you think she's a stereotype then?
Yeah, because the other girl's probably
You
supposed
are
to live.
profiling, sir.
I just know I feel. I mean, I guess I could be wrong, but she
You
just
are
seems like a rebel.
Protagonist profiling.
She seems like the rebel, though, the partier, the one that could go off and have sex.
You're like,
That
well,
would then die.
she can't be the main character because she's a punk.
But I don't want her to die.
I'll let you watch it, and that way you can figure it out. This is some fucking amazing acting from Jack Palance. Even like his facial expressions, and
How was this movie received? Do you know?
I don't know. Like I want to say that like critically, it may have been well received, but I don't know if it was a big money maker. Because this movie wasn't popular when I was a kid. This was another one of those ones that I stumbled upon.
Well, would this been played at like midnight theaters in like New York and stuff?
Probably. Like this was probably like a favorite on like 42nd Street. Who knows?
But you know, we didn't have places like that, and
Yeah,
we would have probably never been allowed in there because we were so young.
Right, yeah, we didn't have sleazy places like that. I feel like we missed out. We just missed out on a great era of
certain movies, yeah.
Yeah. Like I kind of wish that we would have come up, places like L.A., New York City. Like I don't know, they have some of the best fucking indie theaters and video stores. Like even to this day, there's great video stores still in L.A. But
yeah, it's sad, but I would have liked. Do you think this was showing at drive-ins, like late at night on drive-ins?
Yeah,
that would have been freaking awesome.
Probably, yeah. And this shit was probably on USA Up All Night too. This was one of those ones that they would play on TV, but I want to say that for some reason that I saw this one time on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Oh, really?
Oddly enough, yeah. But yeah, the band is called the Sick Fucks.
Okay.
Yeah. They do a song called "Chop Up Your Mother."
I wonder if it was a real band or something.
I think they're actually a real band.
I wonder how their career went.
I don't know.
Because I wonder how far you could get with the name the Sick Fucks.
I know. All I know is that this is an awesome song, but I don't know if it's like
punk band.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, so it's like, if that's their real stick.
Yeah, wouldn't that have been awesome to come up in that era, that whole, like, when punk was big and it was starting to, like, around the time it was, like, killing disco and shit. And,
I don't know, dude. I don't know if I would trade. Like, I grew up in that, like, I guess, doom sludge underground.
Yeah, I mean, music-wise, we grew up in an awesome time. I mean, we came up, during grunge and shit, but, which some people would say that we came up in a shitty time for music, but I feel like we grew up in an awesome time for music.
Mm-hmm.
But think about those early like punk shows like this where you could just beat the shit out of each other. And
yeah, where you're like, was it the Ramones and all them? You go see them or Black Flag?
Black Flag mainly, yeah. And God, who was not the Ramones, but Sex Pistols, and
I wonder what this band went on to do.
I don't know.
Or if they were real. You said they were real, right? My high brain already forgot.
They're definitely real. But I don't know if they went on to anything big.
I wonder what the thing is with I wonder if the meat cleavers and the axe are part of their actual thing, or if it was just something for the movie. Then
they probably were hired for this movie because that was their shtick. Yeah. Yeah. So here we are with the Power Outage. This is kind of like the inciting incident here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it starts getting kind of
So you're saying the first act just ended now?
maybe.
The inside, I can't see it on here.
I want to say. I mean, we're
We're
probably
at 30 minutes in.
yeah, perfect.
At least on our tracker here for
This
the audio recording.
so we're about right. This is a tightly structured movie then, pretty well structured because we're pretty much at the point where
What happened?
the
Did the
inciting
power go
incident
out?
has occurred. Yeah, the power has went out, so they know these patients know that that they can escape now because all the
Dude's
locks
like, I
are
did it.
yeah, all the locks are electronic. Um,
I'd be scared of him most.
oh yeah, Frank Hawks.
Yeah.
Yeah, just his name is scary. But
Dude, that beer is totally coming through me now.
you don't have to piss again, do you?
No, it's just coming up with like power failure. Listen to that music's not a lot, but it's enough.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty creepy.
yeah,
Some of those less is more things.
yeah. It's like almost like an atonal, ominous underscore.
Ooh.
It's like a
I'm
bed.
getting some weird deja vu of that room and him. Does he die in that room?
Yeah, he does.
I'm getting deja vu here of this scene.
Yeah, maybe they showed highlights of this, or hell, you may have seen this on Joe Bob Briggs. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know if it's been on there, man. I've seen all the seasons.
Well, hell, maybe we watched this movie before, and I don't
It's
know.
weird. It could have been on playing on Shudder on their streaming channel.
This movie has been on TV before, and
I could have also gotten it off of Tubi.
that's possible too.
Dude, they have some of the best old obscure movies, but they don't look. They look like it might be VHS still quality on some of them.
Yeah,
That's what I like.
yeah. See, and this is what I like about this Blu-ray that I have of it is this looks like an HD master of it. Like, I mean,
This looks pretty good. Like,
yeah,
you would think this could have been a modern movie, and they're just really good at set design and makeup.
yeah. And this fat guy is just creepy as shit. Oh fuck, he's screwed. We're friends. Now's not the time to be making friends.
Those are both scary dudes. The big dude's scary because his brow hangs over his. He's got that real brow that hangs over his eyes and kind of squints them, so it's hard to see.
Which one?
That guy. I was trying to be polite and not call him the fat one.
Well, he's huge.
And then he looks like a vampire.
He does, yeah.
He's probably played a vampire back in the
Probably.
history. He's not, but he's not one of those Hammer guys, is he?
No.
Would he?
Not that I know of.
Would he be the American version of that group?
I'm trying to think. I know Martin Landau was in he was in some other horror movies. Because he, dude, he's got that Vincent Price looking face.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. This dude's about to get his back broken. Yep, there we go.
Dang.
Yeah, Preacher's a good character. Like,
That got scary too, man.
yeah.
Oh.
I mean, they're all creepy. Especially when they start attacking the house at the end. Let's see. So I'm going to look up Martin Landau, and the one thing that always stands out to me is, whenever he did North by Northwest, but I know that he was.
Who is he? What?
Who?
The guy that just got out of the car. He sees them coming out, and he's wanting to get out of there.
Oh, is that like?
Is he a doctor?
Yeah, I think he's somebody that works there.
Oh, dang. Oh, dang. No way do I want to be around that guy.
Oh, I almost forgot. Martin Landau was in Ed Wood,
Ed Wood. Ed
the
Wood.
Tim Burton movie.
Why does that sound familiar?
Ed Wood with Johnny Depp. Came out in like '94. Um,
I'm really sad that I'm drawing a blank.
you son of a bitch.
I was hoping you'd give me the plot.
Well, I was saying that you were talking about how Martin Landau's got that classic horror face.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he played Bela Lugosi in the movie Ed Wood,
Okay.
and but
So he did play a vampire.
he played a character who played a vampire, or an actor who played a vampire.
Yeah.
But Ed Wood was.
Look at me connecting that shit with my highness.
You did, and you've probably seen Ed Wood, man. It's the black and white Tim Burton movie.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I just plead insanity.
there go. We missed Bunky, the Bunky character. She's hot.
Why is everybody writing? What's going on? Why is everybody writing?
That's a good question. Why is everybody rioting?
Man, is this what year is this?
This is 82.
Oh, dude, those two dudes look like classic. Like, oh, you know who that?
The people are rioting because the power went out.
Right, and then those two come out, and those look like two like really scary old monster guy. One looks like he's a monsters, and the other dude looks like this crazy cowboy. And then you have the big dude that gets out, and
Well, you also have the Bleeder too. You forgot about the Bleeder?
Yeah, I guess I did.
The Bleeder
was he one of the four that just popped out of the car?
The Bleeder is the badass. He's the one that he does all the damage, but they don't want you to see his face.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want to tell you more about the Bleeder because you're about to find out. I mean, you will later. But like I said,
yeah, I'm too high.
No spoilers.
I'm too high to read the dialogue because my brain's at a slow pace right now, so I'm watching these images.
Well, it's kind of hard to read the subtitles too when you're so caught up in the movie,
Mm-hmm. Is that the guy that also played in that movie with Billy Bob Thornton, Bad Santa?
Who?
Like
the fat guy?
Yeah, the fat guy.
Oh, no, he was dead way before that.
Well, that guy's dead?
Yeah. Well, I just said a while ago he died of a heart attack in the late 80s.
Oh, okay.
And you were like, oh, man, you got all sad about it and now you forgot.
Well, it's the whole putting names with faces.
Oh, yeah. He, what Billy Bob Thornton movie? You said Bad Santa?
Yeah, in Bad Santa 2 or whatever, the heavyset kid with blonde hair.
Oh, yeah. One thing I was going to say about...
What? You've been smoking pot again?
You've been smoking pot again, haven't you, Chad?
Yeah, well, no, talk to me. Stop looking at these girls, Richard.
I wanted to, they all have their PJs on. I'm enamored by these women, dude. And I was going to say something about the fat guy, and I forgot.
He died?
Well, yeah. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was just...
was it right after this, or...
No. It was after The Running Man. It would have been, because that movie came out in, 87? Would have been around that time. He died, right after The Running Man.
I hope she doesn't die.
That chick is hot.
That's who I'm rooting for.
That chick is hot, man. I keep looking at her nightgown or her oversized T-shirt, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's I miss chicks, dressing like that.
Well, we were little, and that's what we thought it was going to be like through watching these shows. And then when we got there, it was something totally different.
It was gone. By the time we got older, this style was gone.
Mm-hmm. And that's what's very sad.
It's sad, yeah.
But, it was awesome growing up, thinking that was how it was going to be.
Yeah.
Whoa. He's got a bat.
I know, he is ready to go.
I wonder if he played the bad guy that was like in...
What does Preacher have here? Is that a... Oh, yeah, and see, this is... People debate this. Like, when the Bleeder comes out with the hockey mask, people think that this is what influenced Jason. Or, inspired the hockey mask look for Jason. Because this came out the same year as Friday the 13th Part 3.
If it came out the same year, I'm pretty sure both were in production with hockey mask at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and the hockey mask, of course, looks different.
Right. I would think if it came out the same year, they were in production at the same time. Because otherwise, the one would have to go, oh man, we saw this production over here, and they had a hockey mask. Let's just do this other kind of hockey mask. Yeah. I think it was just, timing.
Well, can I at least have fun with that theory? That Friday the 13th Part 3 stole the hockey mask thing from this movie? Can you at least let me have that?
No, because I don't want to believe they stole it from this movie.
Yeah, and...
That'd be sad. You're ruining my... Okay, time out. I gotta take a drink again.
You gotta take a piss again?
No. You made me sad, so I need to drink.
Oh, okay.
I'm drinking my sorrows.
I thought you were taking another whiz, and you're going to leave me here flying solo again.
Was this Pee Wee Herman on his bike?
This is a really awesome scene, by the way. This was really creepy. When you see him drive up behind the mailman here. And
would you say this movie was underrated?
Oh, yeah. Big time. I mean, even to this day, because I've been on social media before, like just posting pictures of this movie or just like dropping a reference here or there. Mm-hmm. People don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. They're like, what's Alone in the Dark? And then they think I'm talking about that piece of shit that Christian Slater did in 2005 just because they have the same name.
But this, no relation.
Yeah, this is the original Alone in the Dark.
I like that trio. I like that trio.
Yeah, I know. See, they make this movie. This is like a trio of really...
It's like an evil Three Stooges.
Yeah. They're just captivating villains. They all have their own personality. And he's like, fuck.
You said asshole. That's the cowboy in him.
Yeah, don't call him an asshole. You gotta die. But yeah, no, you're right. These are really interesting villains, though. See, I feel like...
They're really making this for me.
Yeah, and killers don't really have, like, these kind of identities anymore.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah, they fucked him up.
Dude! That would have been a pretty cool stunt to do.
Yeah. I kind of don't like how they hit him with the van. I mean, it was cool, but... Should have hacked him up or, choked him out or something.
Maybe, but they were in the van.
Yeah.
So you expected them to just get out and just take it personally?
Well, yeah, this is a slasher movie. I want to see some slashing.
Dude, they want to get to their point.
Some slicing.
They've got to get to where they want to go. That guy was just in the way.
They are on the move, yeah.
But dude, I will say, that was a very exaggerated fly.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, are we going to see titty here? I can't remember. Yeah, she supposedly her character is like an activist.
Okay.
She's like,
the brunette.
Yeah, she's all woke.
What was it? So
destroy nuclear power. I guess that's one of the hills that she's wanting to die on. Mm-hmm. Now,
very interesting.
It seems like something cool happens here. Yep. We have Preacher.
But he's all like ushery.
Yeah. Well, he stole the mailman's hat. Now he's casing the joint.
Yeah, because they're just going through the city. They escaped.
Yeah.
He's just got a scary face, man, and how he can manipulate his mouth.
Yeah.
Those are good actors that can.
It's like even when he smiles, it's just mischievous, and you can tell he has some rotten intentions.
Dude, that chick looks like a prettier Sarah Silverman.
She does. She look, yeah. There goes Lynn Shay again.
Oh, yeah.
Prettier Sarah Silverman. Yeah,
Dude, she does right there.
Sarah Silverman's kind of...
Because I always just see Sarah Silverman with those side ponytails for some reason.
Yeah, and to be honest, man, she has gotten...
Is that back there petting a banana?
Sarah Silverman's kind of gone to shit. She is petting a banana.
Yeah, I think that was Beck.
I never noticed
He missed his 2 turntables.
I never noticed that banana shit before. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Look at Donald Pleasance.
Dude, he's so bright right now.
Yeah, and he's so awesome. Like, he's just... This was around the time where he was, like, really hitting his stride, even though he had been in so many movies before this. Like, he was so popular after Halloween.
Yeah, it took his career in this other direction.
Yeah,
cult direction.
Yeah, exactly.
He became, you know...
He hit another tier of his career. Like, because he honestly didn't think Halloween was going to do anything for his career, but it did. It gave him, like, a rebirth.
Dude, do you realize how weird it is on how many blue-eyed people are in movies?
I noticed you've been noticing that a lot lately.
Dude, there's a lot of actors that just have blue eyes. He has them. The other movie we watched, there must be a whole thing with, like, blue eyes attraction for people.
I bet that's some kind of quality that they look for in performers, you know.
Well, blue eyes are cool.
Yeah. Oh, God. This girl's about to get stalked by the fat guy, the pedophile.
Oh, is he a pedophile? Is that his shtick?
Yeah. This would, like, not be made nowadays.
Yeah, poor souffle.
Yeah. See, it's like... It's really cringy.
Is this not creating bad things for, like, fat people?
Yeah, it's like almost like they're trying to say that every fat dude is a pedophile. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's not what they were inferring here, but...
No, I'm just fucking... I'm not fucking.
Well, but...
I think I want to hit this on that. You don't know where to go after that, do you?
No.
Because
I'm completely at a loss.
Yeah, for you, I'm the one that said I'm fucking. I can't watch. This is too weird.
It's fucking crazy, man, because I saw this when I was young.
But you know what? I bet you don't watch it, but there's a Nosferatu show on Shudder, and, like, there's a big guy in that, like, he takes children, and it's really weird, and it reminds me a lot of what I'm seeing here right now.
Yeah. It's one of those... Okay, so pedophilia is just one of those subjects that they don't tackle in movies nowadays, like, in a straightforward, honest manner. And that's what I feel like is so cringe-inducing with this, is that it's so real. It's like, it's not played for, it's not played in a tongue-in-cheek kind of way. Like, it's fucking, it's weird. Yeah. It's awkward.
It's what would you say that's what you would expect an actual pedophile to say? Like, yes. It's like, there is no beating around the bush.
Yeah.
Shit, that was a bad pun.
That was bad.
But it's so great at the same time. That's going down in the record book.
That was funny.
Oh. Dude, what happened to this dude? Why did he get beat up?
Oh, he was getting rough with people during the riots.
Oh.
Here's Bunky.
Bunky? What kind of name is that?
Yeah. It's like what every babysitter's name was in these movies.
Really? Bunky?
Yeah, this was like, you know.
I would have been like Barbie.
Yeah, but you know, like more of that Valley Girl type shit. This, you know, you had names like Bunny and Bunky and Punky and
Bunky?
yeah.
Dude, that doesn't sound fun.
It makes her sound kind of hot.
Makes her sound like a bunk bed.
Well, I mean, if I was a kid and my parents told me that Bunky the babysitter was coming over, I'd get a boner. I'd be like, oh yeah, Bunky.
It wouldn't matter which one came over for you.
Bunky. I mean, I like the name. You know,
Dude.
like it's different. You know, if they were like.
So you're telling me if a babysitter came over and her name was like Lisa, you wouldn't have cared?
Well, Lisa is kind of. I've never been a fan of that name, Lisa.
Well, okay. What if she came over and your mom was like, "All right, Richard."
Like Bunky sounds kind of badass. You know what I mean? Like it sounds like she's kind of edgy and she's spunky.
Okay, so
She's
Honey
spunky,
wouldn't work for
bunky.
you.
Huh?
What if her name was Honey?
Honey would be cool because that's one of those evocative names too.
I don't know. I feel like this chick
I feel
deserves.
like you're not with me on that, but
No, I feel like this chick deserves more than a character named Bunky.
yeah. Well, agree to disagree.
Punky would have been better.
Punky? Well, that's
But
almost,
she's not
dude,
punk,
That's
though.
almost the same fucking thing.
Yeah, but Bunky, when I think of Bunky, you know it's like bunk. That's not cool. She is most definitely not bunk. She's pretty fly.
Yeah, yeah. Dude said fly. Bunky, you
Dude,
looking
your
pretty,
TV dick
you
is
looking
in
pretty
her
fly.
face right now.
You looking pretty fly, Bunky.
I can't see her great acting. Oh, wait. This chick was with the bad. Did the bad guy hurt her?
No.
He didn't. I didn't see her get away. I'm too high to remember.
They never really tell you if anything happened, but I don't think he did anything to her.
But
because I think people would have like.
But just seeing her right there, I felt. Well, if that's the next time you see the child afterwards, I felt like she was laying there like she had been abused.
No. I think they had they had milk and cookies together, but that was pretty much.
Is he
it.
still in the house?
Yeah, I believe so. Because he's the one I believe that attacks Bunky.
Is this where the rest of the movie takes place? They're in this house with these people.
Pretty much, yeah.
And this is boyfriend.
Yeah, this is Bunky's boyfriend.
What's his name?
Every good slasher's got to have one of these boyfriend types.
What's his name? Like Mikey?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know the character's name?
I don't know. It's probably like fucking.
Shame on you, dude. You're
probably
failing me.
I don't know. It's
Dude.
like Brady or
You're
Blake.
like my Matt Pinfield of movies. You're failing me.
This fucking dude. I don't know what his name is.
That's his name. This fucking dude. Clearly, he didn't go on to do anything else.
Oh, I've never seen him before. No.
Dude, he's like finding all of his girls' clothes.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
No,
Little breadcrumb trail of clothes there.
Yes, but that's another thing I thought.
I've never been seduced like that. By the way,
No, that's because we watched movies like this that made us think that would actually happen.
Exactly. We thought that this was what it was going to be like. Dude, I never got to fulfill any of my fantasies when I was a teenager. Ever.
That well, at least you know,
like I had.
You still could.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's not the same because growing up, like you had fantasies like this where, you know, you thought you were gonna fucking, you know, sleep with some babysitter while the parents were away. You know, it was every dude's fantasy. And look how hot she is, like all sprawled out in the bed there, knowing it's not her bed. Like, dude,
hold on.
Fuck that every which way but loose.
Dude, you would have been like 8 years old. You would have probably started crying. Ah!
Probably. I wouldn't have known what to do with it. I'm saying, like, if I was, you know, this dude, like, if I was a teenager.
Now, is this is this his house?
If I had it to do over again, I would, you know. Wait, whose house?
The guy, or is that the babysitter's boyfriend that came over?
Why are you talking to me while this scene's going on, man?
Because I'm trying to get the background of their fucking so I can get the story.
I can't focus.
I'm sorry, man.
I mean,
I mean, this is a pretty.
I mean, I'm getting wood over here.
Well, this is a pretty real way of shooting this, I guess. You know,
Yeah, it's
they don't shoot it like this anymore in
no,
movies.
they don't even show sex anymore in movies.
I saw some sex earlier today.
Well, and if they do, it's got to be shot by some feminist, who's like, well, we can't shoot it from the male gaze.
Well, no, it's usually like head up.
Yeah.
Head up and then a side shot. They kind of it's almost like they have their own set on how you shoot the scene.
They
headshots,
yeah,
and then maybe a side shot.
It's like they want you to get like kind of more of
but none of that rolling around in bed where it seems real.
Right. And they want you focused more on like their facial expressions, like their O faces and shit. But they don't want you to look at their bodies or, I mean, and I don't care. I mean, it's fair game for me. If you want to show more of the guys too, that's fine. But show just as much as the woman. Mm-hmm. I just, I'm kind of pissed that they took sex out of mainstream movies. Not that this movie's mainstream by any stretch, but...
Well, for me, I'm going to have to say I'm kind of glad they did it because, when I was watching Hot Shots Part 2 or just Hot Shots and the sex scene in there, I really thought that that's what I was going to get when I lost my virginity.
What's up with you and Hot Shots?
I just thought that I would be able to like fry eggs off of it when I was going to have sex. And that's not what it was like the first time.
Yeah,
but there was no eggs, there was no bacon. Like so I got how I expected my sex life to go didn't happen, and I blame it on that movie. So they need to take sex out because it leads to false beliefs on how sex really is.
Yeah, false expectations. Yeah.
I mean, I can't help it. Was Hot Shots that did it.
Why the fuck are you like talking about Hot Shots?
I don't know. I'm too fucking stoned and drunk.
Yeah, like you brought it up on a recent episode too.
Do I have an obsession with Hot Shots?
Yeah.
I like the music they're using right here.
I know, it's very creepy. There's like that little piano trickle. Oh my goodness.
And I may have been trying to change the subject because that scene was a little too hot.
It was, yeah.
So, I didn't want to get a boner with you.
You had to let your dick go down.
I had to change the subject fast. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Bunky's about to get it, man.
Dude. Corey Terrence in the house.
Corey Terrence.
Dude. But that sucks they're gone. I liked her.
Yeah. Well, she's got to die, though, because she's the obligatory babysitter character, These movies had to have the body count. See, I think they explain it here about the little girl. Seems like she says something that... Yeah, like... I don't think the fat dude fucking got the little girl, but...
Right, but she knows he was in the house.
Yeah.
He was like building a relationship with her.
Yeah. It's weird though that he spared the little girl. Because his character is a pedophile. Dr. Loomis mentioned it at the beginning that he liked the little girls.
Well, then that means his mentality, I imagine, he's trying to make an emotional connection relationship with her. Not just like grab and probably abuse. He's probably like a crazy where he's trying to like create a relationship with her.
Yeah, build a rapport.
And then the other people he doesn't care about, he just kills.
This guy reminds me of somebody.
John Denver? That's all I get, man.
Yeah. He's just got that face, John Denver.
Dude,
Nobody knows where Bunky is.
I know where she is.
I don't know if they ever find her. I'm trying to remember. Look at Morgan Freeman coming up here.
Well, is that really Morgan Freeman?
No, I wish.
Dude, that would have been epic.
I wish Morgan Freeman was narrating this whole fucking thing.
Dude, there's something about this time period that just made movies awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the way they were shot or if it was the tone.
Yeah.
Because you notice how like the earlier movies were kind of like from the existentialist point of view, but then movies in the maybe mid to late 90s started being more from that postmodern era, where they were starting to be a little more self-deprecating, making fun of shit, whereas like these older movies came from serious times. Like they wanted the audience to participate in them. They didn't want you making fun of them,
Right.
you know, but
they tried to scare. Would you say they were going to scare on a real?
They were actually,
take serious.
They were actually going for scares. They, you know, and if you did have humor in these movies, it was very sparse. It was just to, like Hitchcock always said, to give people a little bit of that comic relief. But for the most part, they played it with a very straightforward tone.
So what? We got the cop here now, with the family.
Yeah, what the fuck is the cop doing there? I don't even remember his character. I don't know. Surely he dies.
John Boy over here.
John Boy, yeah.
I hope the girl with the side ponytail doesn't die.
Yeah, you really like her, huh?
I'm in love with her.
She's hot. She is hot.
I want her to survive.
And she reminds me of somebody, too.
And the mom needs to survive. I like the mom.
Yeah. This movie actually doesn't have a really high body count. So, you know.
I like the family feeling.
Without giving you any spoilers, I'll say that, you know, the majority of these people do live.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's this rated? Is it PG or 13 or R?
Oh, this ain't no fucking PG-13.
The way you said that was like, bitch, why'd you even bring that up?
No, I mean, how dare you?
I don't know. It's just getting a little bit of a family Spielberg feel. So if the family lives, you know.
Well, interesting. This was actually before the PG-13 rating.
Okay.
This was back when all they had was G, PG, and then it was straight to R. So, but you know, there was some shit around this time though that was rated PG that shouldn't have been, in my opinion. But
where's the other two been? They just disappeared because we've just been with the pedophile guy. We saw the one deliver the mail, but where's the cowboy at? Where's the city slicker?
That's a good question. I have no fucking clue. Your guess is as good as mine.
Dude,
this dude also reminds me of Art Evans. Remember
that guy?
Yeah.
I'm liking his character, dude. He's like this bad. I like it. He's like the smooth cop.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't get taken out easy. I hope he makes it to the end.
I honestly don't remember what the fate of his character, but he reminds me of like Art Evans or Danny Glover. Like Art Evans played a lot of cops, and he was in Die Hard 2. He was in Fright Night. He played the cop in Fright Night. In case you don't remember that.
Well, I feel like I've seen this dude before. Like I'm rooting for him actually too.
I mean, this isn't Art Evans, but he looks like Art Evans.
Okay.
But yeah, this they got some like good synth music playing here.
Well,
I have to see who did the music.
It said earlier I didn't recognize the name. Maybe you will.
Yeah, it's nobody that really comes to mind.
I mean, I guess they're aware that there's escaped people out. That's why the cop's there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they know because that fat dude was in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the music was done by a dude named Renato Serio.
Yeah, I was about to say it was an
Renato
R.
Serio, or yeah, I've never heard of that guy.
Has he linked to anything that you know?
I was gonna check it out. No, he's a composer for 17 projects.
Hmm? Oh, anything you know?
No.
When do you think you first saw this movie?
I was really young when I saw this. I was probably this was another one of those ones that I got from like Premiere Video.
Mm-hmm.
So I was probably 10, 11 maybe when I saw this.
What'd you think? Do you
Like,
remember
this
your
movie
initial?
Scared me. The bleeder is what scared me. I didn't like the bleeder character.
See, something's disturbing me about the two old dudes.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
no.
I was scared of
Dude,
them too.
I did not want him. I wanted him to make it to the end.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Pinned to the tree.
Dude, that I know where I he kind of resembles the dude in Night of the Living Dead, the zombie, the first zombie that comes down. The dad with the combed over hair and glasses, you know, the black and white, you know.
In the original Night of the Living Dead or the remake?
Black and white.
Oh,
you know, as the
Johnny,
dude,
the Johnny character.
Yeah.
They're coming to get you, Barbara. That guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see that. He's got glasses.
But this dad character,
What?
I don't know.
It seems like the little girl jokes about Valium or Xanax or something here in a minute.
Really?
Yeah, we might have missed it, but it's funny as shit. You know who I'm thinking of? Michael Landon. I think that's who that guy reminds me of. Michael Landon. Remember that?
Oh, they're in the house. Dude, no. I'm gonna have to drink if she dies.
I'm not gonna tell you. She does.
But she is part of the family, right?
Yeah,
she's not a friend.
She's the sister, I believe, of the mom. Mm-hmm. It's like the mom's sister.
Oh, okay.
I think could be a cousin.
So if she's the mom's sister, then she's an aunt.
She is part of the family. I do know that, but you can and you will deal with this.
Dude, this seems like a really good thriller, man.
It's fucking awesome, man. That's why I picked it out. I was like, dude, Chode has got to watch this movie.
Man, what do you think? Like, man, I wonder what I'd do in this situation. I'd probably have to have a fucking bat or something in my hand.
Yeah. You'd have to
have
a
knife, like.
Oh. Yeah, the little girl talking about how she needs Valium. That would not be in a movie nowadays. Like, it's so funny. I miss movies with she said I'd rather take a Valium. That's awesome. Like, yeah, movies with a bleak sense of humor.
Well, you know,
like I miss that.
It's nice to know that there was Valium issues way back in the 80s. I thought it was something that was just kind of all of a sudden in my 20s or 30s. No, that shit's been going on for a while.
Dude, yeah, and it's funny because like they just they punched in on a close up of the little girl saying I'd rather take a Valium. Like, that shit would not be in a movie nowadays.
But it was also funny.
Yeah. Yeah. This movie's got a good sense of humor when it calls for it.
Well, it was good timing, I guess.
Yeah.
Because after that, you know, the arrow came through.
Yeah. Your Valium. Here's your Xanax and your Seconal.
And he's just smoking a peace pipe.
Yeah. A lot of drug use in this movie.
It's probably like smoking opium or some bullshit.
Yeah. See how calm he is?
Yeah.
He's definitely doing opium.
Mm-hmm.
smoking opium.
And what is she over there? Was she laughing?
She's drinking. Like, everybody's fucking wasted in this movie, dude. Everybody is just 3 sheets to the wind. This is how they did it back in the day.
Yeah, this was 80s, right?
Everybody stayed lit.
Yeah, everybody's on cocaine.
Yeah.
That's what I imagine of the 80s now. I'm like, oh, yeah. I see cocaine everywhere now.
Anytime somebody mentions the 80s, all I think of are horror movies and cocaine.
Yeah.
Just those 2 things. But yeah, this is I'm glad you like it, because this is a really good movie. Like, a lot of people don't know about it, but I feel like a lot of people were influenced by it.
Well, dude, I think if enough people knew about this movie, would like it.
Yeah, and it definitely, even though I have a Blu-ray of this, not telling anybody where I got it, but this actually needs an official Blu-ray. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm actually surprised that Scream Factory hasn't fucked with this, or even, I don't know, Arrow maybe. I could see Arrow doing releasing this movie.
Yeah, I'd rather have Scream Factory.
Yeah, they would do it justice.
But Arrow, if they
Arrow, mastered it right.
I like how Arrow does their boxes.
Well, yeah, and Arrow is also kind of like a Criterion Collection company. They actually take pride in their restorations. Well, I'm not going to talk about Scream Factory, but I do know that there have been some releases that they put out that kind of have been a little subpar. He's going to fucking shoot him 6 times, whoever it is. That's how Dr. Loomis does it.
Dude, it doesn't matter, dude. He's so on his peace pipe.
Yeah, it's like he really doesn't care. See, he thinks he can reason with them just because he's their doctor.
No, they hate him. People like that hate their doctors. That's probably like I'm surprised he wasn't the first person they tried to actually kill.
Yeah.
Had he been around, it would have been.
But I mean, they kind of, they hate him, but they kind of like get along with him because he knows how to get in their head. He keeps trying to lure him in with his.
Oh, here they come.
His psychology.
Now the bleeder, have we seen him with the mask off? At the beginning, you just may not know it.
No.
Because, okay, so when the bleeder came in with that garden tool and scratched it, that's the first time I remember seeing the bleeder.
Yeah, well, you remember at the beginning when you saw him, he was clawing the wall and he had his back turned.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's who that was clawing the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, his
identity
is still unknown.
I want to see what this does.
This dude thinks he can just walk up to Preacher like this. Like, no, you can't.
I want to see how this goes down. Oh.
Yep.
He's like, what? I
know. He's like, I didn't think this guy had it in him.
Look at him. He's like, I gotta pee.
He's like, this guy's a killer? What the fuck? No way.
The music's been pretty good.
It's consistent.
Well, I like how they scored, I guess, the emotion. Try to give you the emotion through the.
Yeah.
It's like give you that sense of dread because you know by the music that it's not looking good.
Yeah, it's like the kind of music that does build a sense of dread, but it's not like real intense. As I was saying earlier, it's kind of like a bed. It's an underscore, but it's just enough to get the blood pumping,
Well, and for me, it's like it's giving me a feeling of like how that actor felt right then when it was like how it played those certain notes.
Yeah.
When he got caught, it was just like,
Yeah. And like, I think there's a scene coming up. It hasn't happened yet, I don't think. There's a scene where Tom Savini does some effects for this movie. I don't think Tom Savini worked on this movie, but from what I remember, there's some prop of his that they used.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it hasn't happened yet. Chad is sparking it up, guys.
Yeah,
to let you know where we're at in the movie, we're pretty much at a part where they're all sitting down in the house, lights out.
This is pretty much what you would call the third act.
Yeah, we're well into the third act right now.
You know, I'm surprised. I didn't think the dad would be strong enough. You know, just looking at him, how they casted him, I just didn't take him as being a strong character.
Well, they wanted to cast a guy who pretty much looked like this because it definitely makes him more of a soft, like a soft type character. You know, he's supposed to be kind of a bookworm. He's not supposed to be like a Bruce Willis, you know, tough guy type. You know, if they had a guy like that who was more like a beefcake, you probably wouldn't feel the fear as much. But you worry about this guy because he is kind of a panty waist.
But I mean, he's being pretty ballsy, right?
Yeah, he does. Well, that's part of his arc. He does.
Right. I mean, he's been.
Yeah, he does start standing up for himself, and
Right, that's number 3 down.
Your dead soldiers over there.
Yeah. For some reason, what movie was it where it's like the people are inside the house and they're shooting outside? Is Dead Alive like that? Or Dead by... Oh, man, you showed me this movie.
Is it like a siege movie like this? Kind of? Where like people
well, yeah, and they're inside and they're shooting... Oh, my gosh, out the window. Oh, never mind.
Assault on Precinct 13?
No, fuck it. It's not even worth going down on that tangent.
I mean, yeah, if it's a shitty movie,
no, it was a pretty cool movie. I just can't. Oh, I wish I could think of it. I wanted to say Dead or something was in it, but I just remember they're shooting outside the window and there's like a male couple and a girl couple.
I think I know what you're talking about. Are you talking about Dead and Breakfast?
Yes.
Yeah, Dead and Breakfast.
I'm kind of getting that vibe because they're inside this house, you know.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, because that movie. I mean, it's nothing like this movie, but it kind of gave you that feel how they were all kind of trapped in the house. And that's a good zombie movie. That's another movie that I don't think a lot of people really know about. It's Hawks. Hawks is running the show. Damn right,
what
Jack Palance always runs the show.
Just throw? Whoa!
And this girl, like. Fucking, she needs her Valium.
I mean, these dudes.
If you were in a situation like that, do you think you'd have to be medicated in a situation like that, or do you think you would actually be riding the adrenaline high?
I'd get the high.
You really? Okay.
Yeah, I get the high. I would get amped.
Yeah, so you wouldn't want to be medicated.
No, and even if I was medicated, let's say I, did take my regular daily dosage of Xanax, this would the adrenaline would pull you straight out of that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's like, yeah, even if this girl
I'd probably even be thinking clearer.
Yeah, it's like even if this girl did take her Valium, she'd probably end up pulling all her fucking hair out anyway.
Whoa, so this is who you're making reference for, though?
I was kind of
about that.
Well, because she's the character that takes all the dope or the Valium.
Well, yeah, but she's probably really an anxious character. In this situation, I would have probably started to get that fight or flight adrenaline that would have pulled me out of it. But she is not me.
Right. Here's that scene I was telling you about. This has some Tom Savini. It's like a prop. It's like I don't want to tell you what it is, but when it happens, you'll know.
I like the camera work in this movie.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I like how they're telling the story.
Yeah, did we already look up the DP? I think I did.
Oh, yeah. What the?
Yeah, little daydream there.
Oh.
She had a little reverie. And see, apparently that was like a little zombie creature that Tom Savini had worked on, and he let him borrow it for that sequence. And it kind of looks like fucking Jason.
Jason coming out of the water?
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because I had that same kind of...
It looks like the little mongoloid Jason that jumped out of the water. And I don't know if that's true or not, but it damn sure looked like him.
It resembled it a lot.
Yeah.
Seemed like that could have been mossy water on parts of, pink flesh.
Yep.
So what was that? That was just her freaking out?
Yeah. Letting her...
They just needed a jump scare.
Yeah, it was kind of a random jump scare, but it was awesome, but yeah, she's letting her imagination run wild.
She's basically losing her shit.
Yeah. And yeah, I can't remember.
See, I can't say that I would survive, but I feel like I would get amped in this situation.
Yeah. Yeah, I would probably have to be drunk. I don't know.
Really? You would want to be drunk to fight 3 people you know are killers?
Probably. There goes, Bunky and her boyfriend. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's hard to say because, when that blood gets pumping, that adrenaline gets going, fight or flight syndrome, it just takes over you, man. And like, but ideally you're thinking, if I'm in a situation like that, I want to be high because I don't want to have to face this, but
it would ruin my high.
Yeah. Well, I just mean like you'd have to almost be high just to deal with it. But
hold on. So that was the preacher?
That was Preacher. Yep.
And who's the city slicker guy? What's his character's name?
Jack Palance. Carl Grissom from Batman, who you didn't remember.
Dude, my throat is so dry. It's like I'm like trying to like clear it.
You got that cotton mouth. Does he say he was going to drive? Oh, he's just going to drive up to the porch. Okay. Yeah, this dude's a pretty good actor.
Yeah, he's doing it's. There needs to work, and like I was worried about it.
Yeah.
But I have to commend him, like, from how I felt at the beginning of this film with seeing him, I didn't know, but, like...
Oh, there goes Fatty.
This is actually a really good movie. Like, what I thought from seeing the cover, I thought it was...
Did you think it was going to be kind of a by-the-numbers slasher? Because it's definitely not by the numbers.
Honestly, I thought it was just going to be a little bit lower quality. This is like really good.
Yeah, because it's not really a run-of-the-mill B movie either.
To me, if it is I guess, slasher, I almost want to call this a thriller because this could be something that could really happen.
Yeah.
To a family.
Yeah, it doesn't really flirt with the supernatural other than the dream sequences.
Yeah, I mean, patients get out of places like that quite often.
Yeah.
Now, whether they go kill, I don't know the statistics on that, but just the thought.
Well, there's a lot of people pissed off nowadays about older movies like this, portraying mentally ill people in a negative light, because they're always like, they'll always say something like, "Oh, those movies, just assume that crazy people go out and kill." Well, some of them do, and what are we supposed to do? Just stop making horror movies just because everybody's afraid that people are going to be portrayed in a negative light? I mean, you wouldn't have any subjects to talk about anymore.
Right. And I would consider these people almost like serial killers.
Yeah. Here we go with the reveal.
More than like mental patients. I think these people are more like a serial killer.
Yeah. Here's the reveal.
Oh, of the breeder?
The bleeder.
I just called him breeder.
The breeder. That's the dude. No, this guy bleeds. You're talking about a guy who squirts cum everywhere.
Oh, and she's licking it.
Yeah.
I bet she would have preferred it to be the breeder. Oh, it's him.
Yeah.
It's John Boy.
Yep. Oh, I thought you were calling the main dude John Boy. You were calling him John Boy?
Yeah, John Boy, yeah. Because he looked like John Boy. Good night, John Boy. He has like those square country faces, for that time period. Like,
And it's crazy because he kind of looks like a young Jack Palance, too. But, okay, so you remember the movie Valentine?
vaguely.
Valentine stole that shit from this movie, The Bleeder. You remember at the end of so they had the character in Valentine who bled from his nose. He got nosebleeds all the time. Well, at the end of the movie, you have David Boreanaz, who's hugging I think Marley Shelton or one of those girls, and he starts bleeding on her, and they straight up stole that shit from this movie, or paid homage to.
No, but did I miss the other one dying?
Which one?
The City Slicker guy? Is he still alive? Oh,
well,
is this him?
Preacher's still alive.
Well, the preacher's not dead yet. I thought he died, though, just a minute ago. I guess not.
No. False alarm.
That dude just looks scary, man.
Yeah, he does. He's creepy. He's just ghostly and pale.
Well, dude, he can really do a lot with his facial expressions.
Yeah. Well, it's like we were saying, he's just that theatrical type actor.
It's acting that's not around anymore. It's a dying art.
Yeah. Actors nowadays, they have a problem with going over the top. There's nothing wrong with going over the top. I mean, when it calls for a certain performance, I mean, rev it up.
Oh, there he is. He's the one been shooting arrows everywhere.
Yeah. This is fucking superb acting.
Oh, no. No, somebody's going to come in and save the day.
No.
No?
No. This movie doesn't play by those rules. This movie actually ends really weird.
Really?
Yeah, but I like it, though. I like it. When I was a kid, I never forgot the ending to this. It's just weird. But it leaves you with I don't know.
What? So does it kill the movie?
No. I like the way it ends, but it makes you think. It just makes you think. It's just like things are undone. See, yeah, this is cool because now, like, he realizes that his doctor's not dead.
Oh, this dude thought his doctor was dead?
Yeah, that was pretty much their motive of going after this doctor.
Mm-hmm.
They thought that he killed Dr. Merton.
Oh. So his whole motive's over. So he's like, oh, Doc's back. I can go back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the lights are on, party's over. He's like, well, all right. I guess I won't.
Why was that doctor supposedly killed him? Was he operating on him or something?
That's what they were just having, like, paranoid delusions.
Oh, okay.
He was like, well, we don't know where he's at, so he must be dead.
Okay, so I didn't know if they were hearing it from somebody or something.
Yeah.
Dude, that would suck because you're getting targeted because these dudes are hearing shit. But it's kind of. Is it anticlimactic in a comedy way? It's almost like they almost laugh at you at the end.
Yeah, almost like it kind of has one of those endings like April Fool's Day. I mean, it's not quite the same because this clearly isn't a joke. I mean, people did die. I mean, because in April Fool's Day, nobody died.
Right.
It was just all a big joke. But this is kind of like one of those endings where it is kind of anticlimactic to a point.
He doesn't kill him. It's like his doctor's alive, and he's like, he stops.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, because he is kind of a character, I guess, with maybe some noble qualities. It's almost like he has this ideology about death and murder, but then when he realizes that his doctor's still alive, it's like everything's okay. Like, I don't have to fuck you up.
Mm-hmm. Well, his doctor probably maybe brings him peace or understanding or something.
Yeah,
who knows what they do.
It's like without his doctor, it was all chaos.
Mm-hmm.
And now that the doctor is back, he's like, well, things are a little more grounded now. So I don't.
But he's totally lost 2 of his friends.
Yeah, all of his friends are dead. And, you know.
But he's like, hey, man, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
he's alive. My bad. I thought he was dead.
He just leaves. Yeah, which, I mean, but it's cool because I like this ending when he goes to the nightclub here.
He's like, sees the women. And he's like, whoa.
Well, he's almost like, what's cool about this ending is that he's finding his people. Finding, like, people he can relate to and shit.
At a club?
Yeah, like he starts, mixing in with the punk rockers and shit. I think he kicks some ass right here.
So he's no longer awkward now? He's like getting a new personality, a new life?
Yeah, he's like the Terminator right here, dude. He like fights his way in.
Because he's punk rock, man.
Yeah, and see, they like that. They're like, yeah, brother. Yeah, he lets them all in. It's almost like he's going to become the granddaddy king shit of this place.
This is crazy. I didn't expect this movie to keep going.
I know. Well, it really doesn't. This is pretty much the end. But
pretty much the end.
Kind of ends on a high note because there's like a little bit of optimism here in the life of Frank Hawks. But, then again, you start thinking, is he going to mingle with these people? Is he going to find his people? Or is he just going to fuck them up? Is he going to kill them?
Dude, I feel like he's like feels free. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens before I make this call. I feel like he's like free now. He slicked back his hair.
Yeah. But he doesn't know how to relate to the world either. That's what's interesting.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, he's picking up on some hostility from her, but really it's just her punk rock attitude. And she's like, and she digs it.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he pulls the weapon out, she's like, what does he have there? A gun?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She likes it. And he's like, maybe I found my wife. I don't know. It's like he's just...
Who's playing?
He's entering into a nihilistic world. I guess that's the best way I know how to put it. And he kind of digs it. And she digs it.
Yeah, it's like is it like a BDSM shit? Kind of like submissive, like...
Yeah, and see the smile on his face. He's like, yeah, I like these people. These are some nihilistic fucking self-destructive people I can get my groove on with.
Yeah, well, I think you nailed it when you were like, I think he found his wife.
Yeah, he found his people.
And he didn't get caught.
Didn't get caught, and that's why I say it ends on a high note, because I like the Frank Hawks character. He, like I said, he has some noble qualities. He's trying to figure himself out. He's really not that much of a psycho when it comes down to it.
But he was shooting people, right, with arrows.
Yeah.
I mean...
He is kind of a psycho.
But then he was like...
He's no crazy.
He's like, my doctor's alive.
Yeah,
I'm sorry about this. I can schedule an appointment and go talk to him and get this worked out. Yeah. And then he goes to a punk place and meets a girl. And she is, I guess, a freak.
Yeah.
And he is a freak and was thrilled by it.
But to me, he's no crazier than the Dr. Loomis character, The doctor was just as crazy as his fucking patients. Production accountant Rachel Talalay, she'd go on to direct Freddy's Dead in the future, and Tank Girl. I think she directed Tank Girl.
I like Tank Girl.
Yeah. Rachel Talalay came up from the bottom, dude, of New Line Cinema. Started out as a production assistant, and went on to be associate producer. They were the kind of studio that like actually allowed people to work themselves up, or work their way up and become somebody. Like Sarah Risher, studios like that don't exist anymore. Bob Shea really started something. Right. But that was Alone in the Dark, folks.
Written and performed by the Sick Fucks.
Yeah, the Sick Fucks. Chop Up Your Mother. That's a damn good song. For those who don't know about it or haven't listened to it, fucking go to YouTube. It's an
Archery
awesome
supplied
song.
by
put it on your playlist.
Bows.
Huh?
archery,
Butts
archery
and bows.
supplied by butts and bows.
Nice.
Uh,
Yeah, and we're kind of at the end of the credits here, but I suppose we can move into our popcorn kernel review. I feel like I can wrap this one up pretty quickly. First off, what did you think of the movie?
I enjoyed it. I've never seen it. What I was getting from it was fun. What I was seeing, it was fun.
It's real fun, yeah. Especially when you're half lit like we are.
I wish
like,
more people knew about this one.
I know, and I do wish that they would do it justice on physical media. But
well, maybe one day a Blu-ray will come out.
Yeah, I would say I'm gonna go into my review here really quick, and I'm gonna have to give this one a 3.5 out of 5. I really enjoy this movie. It takes me back to childhood. You know, I say that about pretty much any retro horror movie that we watch.
Well, that's why you like them. That's why. I mean,
yeah. And I'll honestly say that the best part of the movie are the actors. Like, to me, the movie probably wouldn't be what it is without the presence of Pleasance.
Mm-hmm.
You have Jack Palance, who pretty much steals the show, along with Martin Landau, who's, like you said, his face is just, that's all you need to say. Even Erland Van Lith, the fat guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
like, he's great.
Yeah, and you were scared. Like, when he was there, it gave you a sense of disgust. Like, it was...
You feel icky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you just knowing that he was a pedophile, and, like...
He's a big dude. He's kind of intimidating, you would think.
There was that element of danger there. Like, when I was a kid and I saw this, and when he was in the house, and it was just him and the little girl, I was like, oh, she's fucked. You know? And like... I don't know. This movie, like, really, it raises the stakes, especially in the third act, you know. And when the power's out, it just, I don't know. I love horror movies that kind of take those old school approaches where it's like, we're cutting off all your communication. And you can't do that nowadays in a lot of horror movies because the way technology is now. But see, back in the day, you could cut the power out, you know, the phone, you cut the phone lines. People were screwed, but nowadays... your power goes out, you can immediately fucking get on your phone. I mean, you could still call the cops.
Man, I don't know. I think the serial killer just needs to evolve to understand and take out the nearest cell phone tower, so cell phones no longer to work.
There are ways you can maneuver your...
Especially when you get further out there, so there's like maybe one cell phone tower, and it would take it out for a long way.
Yeah.
I bet. I don't know if it works that way.
I mean, yeah, but it's like has any horror movie even really had that?
Not that I know of.
So, yeah, I don't even know if they've really taken that approach, but I mean, I feel like movies like this don't exist as much anymore because of, you know, just the fact that we're so reliant on phones and internet communication and stuff. But I do like the old school approach, being alone in the dark. Mm-hmm. That's something that's kind of like that old-fashioned feeling of, you know, boo, we're here to scare you, you know, and things jumping out of the closet and shit hiding in the shadows and stuff. And I like, another thing I like about this movie, the fact that you have more than one killer. Mm-hmm. That was cool. But that's pretty much, I mean, that sums it up for me. What about you?
Oh, dude, I enjoyed this. I give it a 4 out of 5.
That's, it's pretty generous. I don't blame you. I mean, it's a fun
It was
movie.
fun. It made me feel like, though, I was getting a lot of vibes from certain types of movies. I thought...
Yeah.
I liked how it was shot. I liked how it came together.
And did you kind of get the Halloween feel from it? Like, you can tell, like, even though it doesn't have, like, a masked killer, you can tell that Bob Shaye was probably like, okay... Halloween just made fucking millions of dollars. Let's try to copy that, or at least copy the formula. You know, I don't know.
It's almost like The Strangers.
Yes. Yeah.
Like before The Strangers.
Yeah. It pretty much is because I know I was calling it a slasher a while ago, but it actually is kind of a home invasion.
Yeah.
Movie. I mean,
Yeah, I think I may have said it throughout here, but to me it was more of a thriller.
Yeah.
You know, a real intense thriller.
Even though it had hints of the supernatural shit
Mm-hmm.
going on with the Tom Savini daydream, and then you had like,
I think they just put that in there for a jump scare, though.
yeah, and
It didn't. It
little,
didn't need to be there.
yeah, a little cheap jump scare, and then the whole thing with the Bunky, the babysitter, like that was kind of slasher esque, but pretty much like you said, everything else in this movie,
Mm-hmm.
the bleeder too, that's kind of slasher, but pretty much everything else is in thriller territory because this movie, more or less, it's building suspense more than it's jumping out at you. You know, it's not going for jump scares. It's going for that eerie, unsettling feeling where it's like something's creeping up on you, and the fact that you have 4 fucking people creeping up on you.
Mm-hmm.
It's more than just Jack Palance. It's the preacher, the fat guy, and the fucking bleeder.
Mm-hmm.
It's like no one's safe. So
Well,
yeah. So 4,
yeah. What do you give it?
3.5.
I figured you would,
Yep.
but I will say that I am excited for these last 2 movies.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed them because that's what we're here to do.
Uh,
And I hope you guys enjoyed Alone in the Dark. Any final thoughts?
I gotta pee.
Yeah. Well, with that, we're gonna sign the fuck out. And this is Dick. I'm here with the Chodler.
Be sure to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends.
Yes.
Help us get out there.
Please do. And be sure to stab the like button. And pick up this movie, Alone in the Dark. If you can find the DVD and you're willing to pay like $200 for it, hunt it down. But it is on Prime, maybe even on Tubi. But that was Alone in the Dark from New Line Cinema, 1982. This has been Popcorn on the Macabre. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next horror film.